Welcome back to this special edition of Hong Kong Direct as we continue to reflect on 2020. Prior to going to the break, we look back at Exultant's tenacious triumph in the QE2 Cup, and following that performance, he then went on to win the Stad & Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Those two Group 1 triumphs earned him the right to be voted as Horse of the Year for season 2019-2020. However, the battle to be crowned champion jockey and trainer wasn't so straightforward. Hong Kong's two leading jockeys, Zac Purton and Joe Moreira, engaged in a season-long showdown to be crowned as champion jockey, with Purton eventually claiming his fourth title by 9 wins over his Brazilian rival.
White Cuckoo's moved up on the outside of Beauty Generation. The champ's trying to fight, but White Cuckoo stamps his authority to win the Stewards' Cup.
He's riding very well at the moment, and a couple of his rides recently have been outstanding. He's clearly been the difference between winning and losing. And, you could take those races to any apprentice school in the world and show them.
Zac, for being the good jockey that he is, he's going to make anybody else's lives very hard in a good way. When I say he makes my life hard, that means he's pushing me to ride at my very best ever race meeting. And I'm quite convinced that we are both helping each other to go as far best as we can.
Great battle here. Purton on Dances with Dragon. Enrichment trying to fight back. Dances with Dragon and Enrichment. A ding dong go. Dances with Dragon. What a sterling battle over the final stages from our two premier jockeys.
Yeah, well, the battle is what we've come to expect these days, and it's something that I enjoy. When we're both getting the right opportunities and we can go head to head, then I know everyone that tunes in to watch the races also appreciates it, and I think that's good for racing. Competition, I always say, is good. And yeah, it's no doubt it was another great battle, and luckily for me, I come out on the right side of it.
The battle to be crowned champion trainer went down to the final meeting of the season. It was Ricky Yu who took the honour for the first time in his career, prevailing in a tight three-way battle over Tony Cruz and Francis Loy. Season 2019-2020 wasn't only significant for Ricky Yu, as it was also the last season for legendary trainer John Moore, whose retirement ended his involvement with Hong Kong racing after nearly 50 years in the jurisdiction as a jockey and trainer.
In those years, I would have to say that the Moore stable has won every cup on the program. We have really put Hong Kong on the racing map with respect to a small population with no breeding industry, but we have had horses not only that have come in as private purchases, that have, 2 of them have been world leaders in over their particular distances, i.e. Able Friend and the current Beauty Generation.
That was another race that I will never forget. A year and a half after I come over, I was going overseas with one of John Moore's horses and obviously Gary's horse. Unexpected win, because we didn't know how that horse was going to handle the tapete in Dubai, and fortunately he was able to bloom on the highest stage of the world.
Rich Tapestry in front of the 150. The other Hong Kong runner, Sterling City, coming after him. Rich Tapestry, Sterling City on the outsides, going home the better. 1-2 for Hong Kong. Sterling City beat Rich Tapestry.
The greatest satisfaction when travelling a horse overseas was that in Dubai, when we won the Group 1, to watch my daughter lead back Sterling City and Georgia on the other side. That's probably one of the most satisfying times in my training career.
Dibiani and Designs on Rome coming down the outside, and Able Friend's got a split. This is what we've been waiting for. Designs on Rome, Dibiani the outside, Able Friend's bursting up the rails. It's Designs on Rome and Able Friend fighting it out. Designs on Rome with his head in front. He's edging away, and Designs on Rome wins the Derby by a length.
It's one of the biggest thrills I've had in racing, and to ride a horse this good, it's pretty special because what he did today only very good horses do.
Designs on Rome still 4 lengths behind them as Criterion burst to the lead in the Cup. Military Attack, Designs on Rome running on. Archimedes further back, Criterion in front, but Military Attack descending on the scene. Designs on Rome the outside, he's in for the fight. Wow, they hit the line and Designs on Rome beat him.
You can have favourites and you can have the best. Able Friend we had from day one. He was bought at the yearling sales by George and I. He went, as I said, from Muskoka to Hawkes to Hong Kong to a world champion miler.
Big Redder starting to lengthen. All 1,300 pounds of him, and away he goes. Able Friend from last has put play to them quickly.
That horse, he was just so unnormal. His size was just like very different than any other horses. The way how he used to move, the amount of ground he used to cover with his stride was just a horse that everyone else dreamed to have in hands, you know?
He's under a half Nelson here, and it's the Magic Man racing away on this truly magical thoroughbred. Able Friend going to win the Champions Mile in an absolute hand canter. That's the world's best.
I think keeping, as a trainer, horses on this level, performing consistently, that's something which only very, very few people can do. And he has done it. And he has done it not only one time, he has done it multiple times. And this is why I think he has such invaluable contribution to Hong Kong racing and making Hong Kong racing one of the best in the world.
Rapid Dragon 250 out clear. Beauty Generation, Pakistan Star. The turbo's been turned on. Then Seasons Bloom. Rapid Dragon, Pakistan Star's eating up the ground. Rapid Dragon in front from Pakistan Star. The puzzle now complete. Rapid Dragon takes the Derby from Pakistan Star.
He's so professional. He's so determined to go after those good horses. And not just that, he brings them over to Hong Kong and he's able to just rise them and get them to really perform at their very best.
George sourced him, bought him, and then, of course, it was up to me to look at the horse as an individual and say, where did his talent lie?
Beauty Generation kept going. Helene Paragon, Western Express trying hard. Beauty Generation, Western Express, Helene Paragon. Beauty Generation takes the mile.
He was very versatile in Australia, that he could win a 1400 and go on to a 2000. But looking at his physical appearance, and I've said it to the press before, Beauty Generation had all the attributes, yes, of a sprinter miler.
This is 100% pure Group 1 power. Beauty Generation 5 in front. Viv Lawson, Southern Legend. He is invincible, Beauty Generation. What a champion he's going to be. What a champion he already is.
We didn't expect he was going to reach the heights that he has. He and I both, to some degrees, sort of knocked him on the way through, and he proved both of us wrong. He continued to raise the bar, and he developed into a horse that I've never ridden before, and you know, it's been a special journey. And
Purton sitting motionless, 3 in front on Beauty Generation. What a remarkable season it's been. Another incredible racing story, a second Champions Mile and a coveted crowning glory.
Hong Kong's been such a big part of your adult life for basically 50 years, John. Are you going to miss this place?
Oh, definitely. It's home. You know, from a 20-year-old griffin, I like to call myself when I arrived, a guy on a journey, hoping for gold at the end of the rainbow.
Viva Bataka, John Moore, another one.
Collection comes away to win the Gold Cup. What a great welcome to Hong Kong racing. Military Attack wins the QE2 Cup. He's different class, Able Friend. Pulls away to win the Queen's Silver Jubilee.
Werther absolutely destroying them here in the Audemars Piguet QE2 Cup. Magnificent Werther. This is one serious thoroughbred. Rapid Dragon, too good again. Beauty Generation 5 in front. He is invincible, Beauty Generation.
When you really look back at his career, I think I would say more stands for more. It is amazing if you see what he has done in relation, his selection of horses, then bringing the horses to the very top. And if you look at really his contribution to Hong Kong racing, they're invaluable.
I'm sitting here right now in my last month of training in Hong Kong, but I can look back and thank the teams that I've had behind me to make the Moore stable over so many years a household name around the world, and just, you know, the gut feeling that, wow, I've done a great job and I'm going to finish up on Hong Kong on exactly the right note that I want.
So that's it for our look back on the first half of 2020. Make sure you join us next week when we'll look back at the other memorable moments on the race courses here in Hong Kong, and also look at what we can expect in 2021 at the track here. As for the more immediate future, we're racing on Boxing Day on Saturday at Sha Tin. It's a big 11-race card. The first event is due off at 12:30. No racing at Happy Valley next week. We've got a bit of a break until Friday, New Year's Day racing at Sha Tin with 2 Group 3s, the highlights. And then on Wednesday, the 6th of January, it's the one and only group race for the season at the City Track, the Group 3 January Cup over 1,800 metres. But that's it for this edition of Hong Kong Direct. Thanks for your company. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week.